Alright, hello, this is Tim from Madden University. Today I want to show you the New Orleans Saints playbook. Uh, the first play we're going to show you is PA all, um, it's PA all go, out of the single back ace. Um, so the first play we're going to do is we'll do it out of 4-3, cover 3 sky. Alright, so what makes this play kind of fun to run is it's a shot play. So you're only going to get it every so often. That's why it's called a shot play. Only run it once or twice a game. Oop. New England's receivers are not very good for this, but you know. Alright, so let's show you what it looks like versus cover 2. So versus cover 2, the tight ends get more separation. You're not going to get it every time, of course. Like, you're going to get that kind of thing right there where he has it in his hand and it just falls right out. But, like I said, this is not a play that you're going to scheme around. Because it's clearly not working for me. Okay, so the next play we're going to look at is single back. Let's see, let me look at the book. I'm going in order of the ebook. Link will be in the description below. So the next play is Z spot. Alright, so then what we're gonna do is what we gotta do is we're gonna put Hogan on a streak, making this a flood. Now it's a simple flood, very easy to run. I'm gonna take that other controller off so I can see the play art a little easier. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to this play. Alright, so you run it like that as a flood still. We're playing random defense, that way I can show you versus multiple looks. You always gotta make your reads. So this looks like a covered 3 shell. You're gonna look at the Blunt and Gronkowski routes. See, now I made a untimed throw, but that Gronkowski could have been open. Here's a Blunt throw. Oop. Oh, Indy fumbled. Don't you just love fumbling this here? Alright, so now we're gonna go to single back jumbo. So the first play in single back jumbo that I'm gonna go over is the PA tight end cross. The first version we're going to do is we're going to drag this Bennett, this far right tight end, and then we're going to look at Gronkowski or Bennett as our receivers. That one probably should have went to Gronkowski, but I made the quick throw. So neither of them got open, so that must have been a man coverage style. That actually worked. So yeah, see how the blocking sets up? That's why I like throwing it to the Bennett route instead of the Gronk. But the Gronk route also is a decent play. So see the next one. There's not really much to say about this play or this formation. This ace power's not. It's nice. It's not special. Now we're going to go into single back doubles. First play in the playbook I have is dive. It's a very solid run play. But we're going to start by looking at this PA cell. It's a pretty decent play. There's not really a main setup for it since it's just a sail. I like to run it because of this halfback route. When you have time to throw it, like I didn't, it's actually pretty effective. Let's see. Okay, or if they're route running back, might make it a little easier, but I'm sure you guys can see what I mean. There we go. That halfback route gets open a lot of the time. It's just, you know, when I'm trying to make a ebook and show it for you guys, nothing wants to go my way. That was halfback dive because it's the audible. Alright, so now for the bubble. Doubles. It's a bubble screen. Bubble screen's a nice play this year. The magic number is actually 2, but this one it actually works pretty well. You just quick throw it and try and get a couple yards. It's not much to it really. And there's one thing I do if it's covered up. So I run it like that, and then a smart receiver will actually run forward, and if you have a scrambling QB instead of Tom Brady, you might actually get it. Now for Z spot. Single back doubles, Z spot. Where are you? There you are. Alright, so what we're going to do, for the first version, we're going to streak the right receiver. Then we're going to, this is basically a flood combo. You can in Amendola, you can drag him, or you can slant him. So just run it like it's a normal flood. Try and hit the open guy. And that's how you do it. Alright, so version 2 is the leave stock. You're going to look at the red Hogan route and watch to see what the defenders do with him. If they leave him alone, you throw it to him, and if they go away from what they're supposed to be, covering the tight end or the halfback, you throw it to one of those. Pretty simple. Don't really need to go over that one too much. Alright, so doubles, we're going to go through PA slot crosses. I like this play. Just if you have time in the pocket, something's going to get open, trust me. I probably won't have time in the pocket because this is practice mode. And, you know, the computer hates me, but if you get time in the pocket, a deep crosser gets open. A couple more times, try and show you what I mean. But I'm definitely showing you what I mean by not having a lot of time in the pocket. This is going to be something you're going to notice a lot for some reason in practice mode. Because a lot of these plays are developing routes. So. Oh, there's one. Finally got it. Alright, so the version 2 is motion the halfback to the far right side, then drag him. And now it's pretty much an all-cross kind of play. It's not the most effective, but, you know. So you got this, and just throw the open crosser. One of the crossers will get open. It's not super effective, but it's nice to have. Alright, so doubles, draw shot. Now this play is terrible. Do not do not believe it's good. Just know that this is a shot play. So you're gonna run it deep once, like a game, and maybe hit the wheel route or the post, because it's not really something you're gonna get. So, like, you can get it with a good catch and traffic guy right there. I don't know who would run goal line against this, but the computer does. One more time for good measure. Alright, got it. Alright, single back tight slots. That's the next one. This is a formation that I was using in the New England Patriots book. But this is the superior one because it has more plays that you can use. So mesh, it's just one of those things, you know. It's good, but it's not. Like, if they're cross manning, it's not going to be effective. Humble. But yeah, just something you run. If they're not cross manning, obviously they need to start cross manning. The difference between this one and the Patriots, though, that you get the dive as the audible. That makes it a lot better. The draw is nice, but the dive is way better. So let's go to the flood routes. Where are you, flood? Saints flood. Alright, so what you want to do with this one is just, if you know they're in hard flats because they're trying to defend some other things you're doing, that Amendola route will get wide open. And then you'll get that. Pretty simple. Next one will be halfback wheel. I love this play. Everyone loves this play. It's just a good play. Setup is block your halfback and drag your tight end, and then if it's cover three, you're gonna look at your drag and then your corner. If it's cover two, you're gonna look at the post and then you're gonna also look at the drag. So, that looks like cover two. It's the post, and it's a very effective play. I would always run it about any game. So what's that? Oh, that time was cover three. So got the out. I don't really need to teach you guys how to run bench. It's just a successful play. Something you should probably run most of the time. Alright, so this next one, I like to uh, streak him and then do this. Just run it like that. Boop. It's a good play overall. The post on it is kind of unique. It can get into a pretty tender spot on the defense if you can get the time. Seems like my whole line gave up on that one. But yeah, try and get, if you can get the time, it's a good one. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it right now because of the line plays just awful. But yeah, I guess I got to throw it once. Alright, so the other one we can do is that, and that turns half of it into a bench. Didn't have my timing down right there, but I'm sure you see what I mean. You just want to make a bench. And, you know, not even mad that the computer won't let me show you these things. It's just annoying. Yeah, so just run your bench like a bench. Pretty easy. Alright, next one will be mensch. Or bench. Mesh, not bench, mesh. Right, mesh switch. See, the whole thing about Madden is if you see something unique, you want to try and take advantage of it. So you see that Amendola route? Let's see what happens in your smart route. Nothing. Alright, so what you always want to do with these kind of routes is try and make them better. So we're going to put Hogan right there on a smoke. And that should draw the attention of the deep one for the Kronk route. So let's see what happens. Alright, that worked. That's one thing you can do. Also, let's just see how the Amendola route works. Clearly it doesn't, but that's one thing you should always keep in mind in a playbook. If you see something unique, just run it. Find out if it works. Alright, so let's see. Motion the left wide receiver right streak. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so motion this left side wide receiver right. Now streak. And now you have a somewhat of a oops. Oop. Yeah. Well, it would have looked like a streak if I didn't mess up everything. Let me show you it again. Hopefully I don't mess it up this time. Alright. Motion Edelman over. Streak him. Now you got a flood. And I put Y in it in. And that's simple enough. Throw it to Gronk. Oop. Alright. Now for the next one. The quick pitch. I love the quick pitch on this book. And Mutt, this is a good play. I just like running it. It seems to be effective. It's not something you can run at every play because they'll catch on. But it's a pretty good pitch. Okay. See how quick the cut was and the pitch was? This gets you into a nice spot really quickly. This is the other thing you can do. You can motion someone to the side you're pitching. See if that helps. Alright, single back twin tight end flex. That is our next one. Single back, twins, tight end. Where the heck is that? Ah, here we are. Here's the play. Pat's Y cross right here. So it's an audible, but that's really its only saving point for this formation because it's kind of a bad formation, but it's a really cool clearing concept. Look how nobody is there for blunt. It's mainly because there's a crosser, a post, and a streak all on the same side, which means something's getting open. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, that's a pretty simple one. Alright, so the next one is going to be iForm Pro Draw Shot. Where are you, Draw Shot? It's my favorite, one of my favorite ones. Draw Shot. Alright, so the setup for this play is pretty simple. You're gonna slant Gronk, and then you're going to swing your fullback, and you're gonna run it just like the draw shot in the Patriots. And that's exactly what you're gonna do. Versus a cloud, throw it to your fullback. Versus a hard flat, throw it to your tight end. Pretty self-explanatory. Play action scissor. This is one of your audibles. So I wouldn't rely on it. It's a decent flood, but it's not good. So I threw the risky post. It's just not a good play, in all honesty. It used to be one of my favorite plays ever, but now it's just kind of one of the weaker floods because that play action lets people get into that position. Texas. Texas is also an audible, a very good one too. So you're gonna drag the right wide receiver and just run it as a levels cross kind of thing. Pray you don't get instant sacked like I keep doing, because that kind of ruins all plans. Alright, so yeah, just hit the open guy. It'll be your fullback, tight end, or wide receiver. So the other thing you can do is out route Hogan and then smart route him. It gives you kind of double benches or outs when you're facing a goal line blitz versus the computer. Everything gets shut down for some reason. But yeah, so run it like that. A better receiver will hold on to that kind of catch, especially catch a traffic one. Boom. Yeah, not the greatest play, but just something you could throw in. I should probably note I love all the run plays in this book, or in this iForm. It's just they're not different enough from other playbooks to really be worth noting. So this one's pretty fun. Block the halfback, and then try and get the play off fast so you don't get sacked, because that's such an issue. So clearly didn't work out right there. Just because they're not working out for me right now doesn't mean they don't work at all. It just means I am very unlucky when it comes to the computer's practice mode. But yeah, this is a pretty simple play. Just block your halfback, and then you could also streak him, make it a flood. You're going to notice I make a lot of my plays floods because it's just an effective concept. Flood, they always say flood a zone if you want to get a zone open. This works really good against cover 2. So now we're going to go to spot, regular spot. Just look at what Hogan does, or what Hogan makes the defense do. Pick the fullback throw or the tight end throw. And then, of course, there's the streak, which makes the flood. Then I get sacked. Is it just me, or does Brady get sacked a lot? That's a quick tip. If you see a 0 blitz, throw it up. Hope you get something. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do. iForm close. No. See, I wasn't very good with iForm close. The only one I saw was flanker drive. Where is that? Yeah, flanker drive. I message people to try and find this out, but if you know anyone who legitimately knows setup for the iForm close in the Saints book, let me know. Okay, iForm tight. Alright, now we're going to be in a problem where I can't truly show you something. since I don't have a running QB in this book. I think Brissett's the fastest, so hopefully he can show you what I'm talking about. Let's see, where's the play at? It's called, it's a boot. It's a boot play. Trying to find it. Am I in the right one? Oh, no, tight. Alright, Saints boot. This one. Yeah, so what you want to do is put Delvin on a swing, and then just do that. And I used Brady instead of a running QB again, so I'm gonna show you. Let me take him out, flip that play, because it's definitely a problem. You have to have someone with 88 speed to kind of make this an okay run. So take that. In my Madden University, I have a video of why I have these draw shot kind of plays. They're really good. You just need a QB for it. So like Brissett's nowhere near fast enough to do it. You have to have a certain amount of speed to do it, which is gonna make it a little difficult to show you. But when you have a scrambling enough QB, you're gonna throw it to Devlin, the tight end, or run it. The reason you need the 88 speed is right here. You need to be able to hit that corner, and you can't with the Patriots QBs. Alright, so I form twins flex. Alright, so the first play in here is the shot wheel. That's another shot play. Pretty self-explanatory. Just kind of hit the shot play. Hope you get it. Cross. So I form cross. Yeah, PA cross. PA cross. Alright. It's just an all cross flood kind of play. Just hit someone that's open. Hope they hold on to it, like none of these Patriots receivers ever will. You ever notice how many white people are on the Patriots? It's like the whole team. Kind of crazy. But yeah, that's all you can do there. There's a hitch corner. I like hitch corners. Just name him and read it, hitch the corner. So that's one of those. Let's see. Yeah, not much else in this iForm book. Pistol bunch tight end. Alright, so in the playbook itself that I'll be linking in a bit. I actually linked in a video done by Gutfox to kind of explain how he explained this. But I'll try and show you the plays that I broke down from it. Alright, so streak the tight end, and then now you got an all crossing, which all crossing formation or all crossing routes or plays or concepts, they often work no matter what. Only cross manning really stops it, especially this one. This is one of the best all crosses. So stick. So I like to in you or do something with that Gronk. Probably block him. Alright, so the cool thing about sticks from this kind of formation is how quickly that Hogan route is. Like, look how weirdly it runs a flat. Because like most times they're not gonna actually do anything with it. But these kind of flats, they actually get open pretty well. So let's see. You get verts. So the setup for verts is pretty simple. Just drag tight end, hit the open guy. Very, very simple. Alright, so the next one's going to be screen. So you got a pistol bunch screen. Pistol bunch screen. Alright, so you have two blockers, which I say is the magic number for a wide receiver screen. The problem with screens this year is since the downfield blocking doesn't really work, neither does screens blocking. So they don't block every time, which can get annoying. Like, this is a good screen, it's just I'm not getting the blocks. Alright, so let's do this next play. It's called spot option. Where are you? Spot option. Spot option. Alright, so the setup for this play, not really one. Just kind of hit your spot read. So just get your out. Yeah, pretty simple, honestly. Okay, so let's do the next one. We're gonna do flood. Flood right here. Right. This is an interesting flood because look at that Y route. Look how it rounds out. That means it's gonna get open pretty well against most things, except for purple routes or purple rooms. So yeah, it got open. Just gonna hold on to it. And these kind of plays, they work a lot better on the side. Like if you're on this one side of the hash instead of being directly in the middle. That always helps. It gives you more room for the play to get open. Alright, so now we're gonna do one of the cheesiest plays in this book. Power option. So you flip it towards the wide receiver side, and you just run it. The best thing to do for this play is to put like Peters, Penn, just like the highest run blockers you can possibly have at wide receiver. That's like really the best thing you can do. Alright, so screen is in there, but I'm not running screen. So pistol Y trips. So you got your strong power. Just make sure you have the blocking. Try and make your read in the run. Get some yards. Let's see, what else do I got? Well, the next one is smash. Smash, 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 smash. Where is smash? There we go. Alright, so this is just a feel-good play. Because the read is so easy that most people can make it. It's just hitch to corner. I'm not hitting that route, even though I said it's super easy. Kind of ironic. But let's see. Oh, yeah, that worked. So you just read hitch to corner most of the time. If neither of those plays are there, you want to hit like the crossing in or whatever. The next play is the screen, and that's fine. There's a power O play action. It's not very effective. It's just another flood, but it looks like a power O. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple. Alright, so gun Y trips ISO. Let's see, where are you? We got a goal line play. I broke this down already in the Patriots book if you saw it. But you go to the goal line. This is about a 2 to 3 yard play. You're going to, as soon as you snap the ball, you're going to left trigger throw to your slot receiver, which is Amendola here. And I failed right there because I thought I already threw A and I was trying to possession. So that's the problem. Alright, and that's another problem. You're probably going to hit your left tackle on throws. It's just common. But oftentimes you're going to get this animation where your receiver's just going to possession catch it and fall. Like that. Alright, so there's a bubble screen on this formation too, but I'm not really going to go over it because it's not really that particularly good. It's more of a like something you throw in. It has lots of issues because if you drop the pass, it's usually a fumble kind of thing. Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is this inside cross. We're going to block our halfback. We're going to in Edelman. And then we're going to streak Gronkowski. Or we can smoke screen Gronkowski. Really doesn't matter because you're never going to look at Gronkowski. Okay, and that's really all that setup is. Let's see, let's smoke screen him real quick and see how it affects the play. Alright, so the way it affects the play is if you have time in the pocket, that Amendola route, or the Y route, is going to get pretty open if you have time to let it cross all the way over. That's kind of a good way to beat cover 3 too. If you have anything crossing from the left and you're trying to attack the cover 3, put a smoke on the right side and you'll usually get something. Alright, so gun empty tray. Let's see, what's the first one? Alright, so this is the first one, gun empty tray. It's under. It's pretty easy, just it's a plain levels concept. Throw it. Really easy. Don't even have to go over that much. Only notable thing is that poster out right there. And that's it. Alright, so now for the best part. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't swap. This one doesn't have the screen as an option. Oh, okay. This is an interesting play. Gives you a little wheel. Not too good, not too bad. And my problem is always protection. But, yeah, whatever. Alright, so the next one we're going to show is the gun empty tray wide receiver screen. This is the best screen in the game for wide receivers. You got 3 blockers to the Hogan side, and then you have a hitch corner on the other side. So what that means is if you're ever in a situation where the Hogan route gets covered up, you don't even have to look. You can blind throw the Amendola route. So yeah, that was a man coverage. I should have blind throwed it, but I'm trying to show you the Hogan route. Alright, that was another situation where I should have thrown the other one. Yeah, alright, so that works. So what makes it good is the way to stop screens is man coverage, and if you that hitch corners concept will break man coverage every time. Alright, so next one will be slot cross. Alright, slot cross, where is it? Slot cross, slot cross. Is that the slot cross? No, it can't be. Oh, I guess it's not in there. Guess I'm missing it. We'll just look at strong flood. Right, I'm gonna delete that slot cross out of the book. Don't know how I left that in there without seeing it. Okay. Alright. And that happens. Alright. So yeah, it's just a simple flood. Just hit it. Best routes are usually the ones in the slot on floods. I'm not really gonna tell you how to run corner strike because it's not really that unique. Then there's the inside. There's a slot cross, which is okay. Not really that usable. Levels. Let's see. Let's look at levels. I'll show you why I love level concepts. Okay, so what makes levels so good is let's put Edelman in a flat or a smoke screen. Now run it. Something usually gets open on these plays. So the reason we're putting Edelman on a smoke screen is if we get the time in the pocket, that Mitchell route will get wide open to the corner. So we're not getting time, but if you were facing a 3-man rush or a 4-man rush, this is that's something you could actually consider as a possible throw option. Alright, so gun, spread, Y slot. So gun, spread, Y slot. Where are you? Alright, so the first play we're going to look at is PA tight end wheel. This is a shot play. Something will almost always gets open on this play, but the problem is the time in the pocket. So if I was to go on instant replay, you'd see that the post got open. I just didn't have time to throw it. Yeah, and I can't throw anything in this play. So let's try blocking halfback to see if that gives us more time. Because remember, this play is great if you have the time. There's the post. That's a deep shot play. That's why it's a shot play. Don't run it. Unless it's you're running the shot. I like this one sometimes. Just because it has the Texas route right there. It's really the only reason I even call this play. Is that then I'll just audible something into it. Like double ins. just to give me that halfback route. That's all I want that for. The next play is going to be called under. Let's see. Under. For my slot. So under is right here. Under Y option. You're going to streak Gronk, and then you're going to put Blunt on a out like this, and it gives you a nice clearing concept. And then you throw it to that. You throw it to your number 1 wide receiver if the halfback doesn't get open, which is rare because it's a clearing concept. So most of the time you can throw this halfback route. All right, dig. Dig. Where are you, dig? Dig. Where are you? All right, flanker dig. There it is. All right. So what makes this play good is you have the dual ends, and then you have let's see. Let's put Edelman on a smoke screen and see what happens. It one's on. Well, that one-on-one something else. That's not the setup. I was just interested. Alright, so this book is pretty simple. Just throw the wide open player. It's usually going to be the 2 ends or the halfback. The post will get open. It's a time-consuming throw. You're often going to get sacked like I have been this whole video because line play is just awful. Alright, so I'll try running it one more time to try and give us a nice looking play to finish it off. Alright, that'll work. Alrighty, Alright, so we're going to go into Y under. No, that's not it. Where is it? Saints Y under. The interesting play about here is the Amendola route. So just try and hit that Amendola route, which I could not. So it gets into a weird spot. Like it's almost uncoverable, but the problem is it's super coverable by a user. But that's what all these crossing routes are for, so you get the user to bite. It's basically just a user attacking play. It's the most I can define it as. If you are facing an aggressive user, just try and hit that Y. It's a post. Post is the next one. Drag inside. Post. Saints post. Do something to this Gronk route. I in him. You can do whatever you want to him. Doesn't really matter. Just try and get that play to be usable. And that's pretty much all there is to that. Y stick is an interesting one. I like it. Let's see, let me show you it. Y stick. Here we are. So this play is so weird. Alright, so we're gonna put double cross or slants like that. And what happens is every time a player is gonna go after the Gronk route or the Blunt route anyway. So if they don't, you can just throw the Blunt route, of course. But when they do just go after those plays and you have time in the pocket, wide open right there. Is that slant gets just deep. It's nice. Okay, so the next one is in gun wing trio. Weak. So the first one is Saints in. We like to drag the tight end. I'm going to actually in him right here. That way he gets a more delayed type of play. And don't throw an interception. That's number 1 on the list of things you shouldn't do. Smoke Edelman if you want. And just trying to hit someone open. Do whatever you can to get someone open. That's the main problem with every one of these plays. It's always the time in the pocket. That's so key in every book. Like, a play is not always bad. It's the time you have to throw it. So this is that one play. This is just that PA wheel thing. This is still pretty good against cover 3, but it'll never be its MUT 15 one-play touchdown days. So just show it. Throw the tight end. Yeah, that's all there is to that one. Not really that much of an interesting play anymore. So we got Z option, and out of that, we have trio weak. Z option, right there. Z spot. Yeah, the cool part about Z spots this year is out of spread sets like this, a Z spot's actually really effective because it kind of spreads everything out, so you actually have to pick apart the defense. I threw a pick right there, but it's just a bad ball. So you throw it to just whoever gets open. Um, it's not giving me a good looking play, but you know, just throw the wide open, just throw the open pass. And then the other thing you can do is just make it a flood and throw the flood. Alright, so stick. Stick inaudible? No. Maybe he's inaudible. Nope. Alright, so stick. We're gonna go to stick. I don't really have to explain stick. I'm sure I don't. But I guess I will anyway. Let's see, where is it? Gun weak trio. There you go. Stick. So this is one of the plays I like to run in goal line. I like running really any stick in goal line, but this is a different looking stick. So you still get the halfback route, and the tight end will, or that slant will get open most times. If you want to surprise them, go put your halfback in and slant him, and then run it like it's an empty stick. Pretty simple. Alright, so gun. Next one's going to be gun doubles weak. See here. The first play we're going to call is angle smash. This is one of my favorite plays in like Madden in general. There's a better version of it solely in the Packers playbook known as gun doubles on. It's called halfback angle. This one's called angle smash, but the thing you're going to want to do is streak your tight end out your right wide receiver, smart route it, and now you have the probably one of the best concepts in the game. So you got a hitch corner to the left, out to the right, and then a Texas to the middle, which gives you 3 different ways to attack a coverage. The out to the right will destroy cover 3. The Texas route with the streak can hurt cover 2. And the Edelman Amendola hitch to corner is open most of the time. One of the things. So just take advantage of what you can. See, I wanted to go for the deep pass. Should have thrown it to the halfback angle. But, you know. So run it again. So throw it to the halfback. Make sure you have a halfback who has hands. Alright. So run it one more time. Yeah, it's a fun concept. I used to use this a lot in Madden 13. Until they nerfed it. That was probably the worst day. Was when they nerfed it. Alright, so we're gonna look at this cross. I like to swing the halfback. Was it right or left? Swing him right, and then throw it like it's a draw shot. So pitch it to him. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Motion halfback right and out. This is the other one. That's not what I wanted. Okay. There we are. Alright, so I like to run that. Try and hit something open. The only reason to motion him out is to try and catch my opponent off guard. I want him to think it's a different play. That's something you always should strive for. Here's the best corner strike in the game. You can block your tight end, keep that pressure from getting you. Then you got a speed out by the halfback, a nice looking slant drag to the middle, and then 2 crossing C's. So I didn't throw that right, but I'm sure you can see why this is the best one. So run it through. And if I had time in the pocket, I would hit that one of those corners. So hit the corner. There you go. Big play. Alright, so next run in this book is trap, right? Is there a trap? Yeah, trap. Alright, so run trap. Eh, it's not great, but I mean, it's something you can run. Alright, sail. Sail's the next one. We're gonna run sail. Sail, Saint Sail dig. Try saying that fast. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to or drag, actually, Gronk. And I'm gonna throw it to halfback. Should always remember, trying to be conservative can really bite you. So the reason I like this play is that Amendola route right there. It gets open most of the time. It just has a problem with getting open, or it doesn't have a problem getting open. It has a problem catching it, because if they're catching it towards the sideline, they're gonna drop it or they won't get it inbounds. You know, the same nonsense that we always see. So send the slot on a fade and max protect. Alright, so we're gonna send the slot on a fade. We're gonna max protect, and this was submitted to me by a guy named James Scar. This is what he calls a cover 4 beater and a cover 2 beater. I didn't have time to throw it, but I'm sure you can probably see what this guy is talking about. So we're going to do that. Max protect. I would like to go a step further and in the tight end. That way I have a fourth route to look at. And that looked pretty well. So the FL screen is the next play in the book. I'm not really going to run it because I know how it works. It's a decent screen, nothing special. This other cross screen is a sneaky screen because they won't really see it coming, which is always cool. PA smash post is the next play I'm going to go over. The two post routes are really nice to run. The tight end's like not really a post, but it's still a post. And then the Hogan route is just a deep post that gets really tender. Let's see, DBY flex off weak. Let's see, where's that at? Alright, here we are. Saints mesh wheel. So we have a couple ways of running this. You can run it stock, just try and hit something open. You know, just hit something open, that's all that one is. Now the set form 2 is block halfback. You're going to out the far right receiver and smart route. And this is how you're going to kill cover 3. You're going to throw it to that route. If it was cover 3, it'd be a lot more open. Alright, so let's try and run it again. Yeah, a little more open. Alright, version 3 is going to be streak the inside right receiver. So we're going to take Gronk and streak him. Or streak him. I put him on a fade. Out far right receiver than smart route. And then swing the halfback right. What this is going to do is it's going to give you the draw shot concept if you have time in the pocket. I'm probably going to go a step further and say let's streak both of the right side and make it a clearing out. So try and hit someone open. I'm not sure why Amendola keeps getting double teamed every time I try this, but alright, let's try it now. And that was the worst halfback route I've ever seen. I know it works. I've used it before. It's not working right now. Alright, so believe me if you want. It's just not working for some reason. I can't get it to work. Maybe I can hit the Edelman. Yeah. Alright, so that's probably the best I can do for that one because it's just not cooperating today. Alright, so this is an offset play, so inside zone will be actually more effective than most other runs. That's just how offset runs work for whatever reason. They just get better depth. this is all cross, so just hit the open guy. So you're gonna have that. So most of those routes will get open. It's all about timing. I'm not too experienced in this book, so I do have my problems in it with timing. That's why I'm getting sacked like every time I try to show you a play. But yeah, so just hit the open guy. It works, believe me. Alright, so gun, empty, ace, patriot. Or saint. Alright, so the first and only play I'm going to show you from here is this level's C route one. You get a C route and a ton of level routes, so it's going to get pretty open well. Gun empty Y Saints is the next one we're going to go through. There's a really nice screen in Gun Empty Saints. Yeah, Y Saints right here. Y Saints. Alright, so yeah, this quick screen is pretty decent. There's a drag play, Saints Drag, that I like. They're so spread out, they're going to stretch the field pretty well. Let's see, let's put Edelman out, try and give you some room. Yeah, and yeah, just hit the open guy. Since they're all spread out, it's going to really put a strain on the defense to cover it. So gun tight, offset, tight end. Alright, so this next formation, I'm not the best at running, but it's probably one of the better formations in the game. In any playbook even. So we're going to start with Saints drive out. So I'm going to block my halfback, and then you're going to just hit someone who gets open. So it's usually going to be one of those two ends, but either the two corners will get open too. Yeah, that was a horrible catch, Edelman. Just like let him have it. Alright, so this is just something you can throw in. I'm not saying it's a game-changing play like some of these other ones. Go down, Edelman or whatever. I need to finish the book. Alright, so go to bench. That's on one of your audibles. You can do that and that. So you're going to get a streak and a swing. That gives you a flood to one side. It's nice to have that flood, but I just keep throwing picks even though I know what I'm doing. You know, Madden rules. So yeah, just throw the flood. Try and hit something open if you can. Same with the bench. It's not something you're going to run every play, but it's nice to have. This inside zone is really nice because it acts like it's a single back play. With how fast you can hit the hole. That's a play that I would like to bring in halfback one on. There's a gun trap version of that. It's not the worst, but it's not the great. Let's see, one more play that's not an audible. The in, where's the in? Saints in. Alright, so what I like to do is motion Edelman or Amendola over here, smoke screen him, and then just run the play. And then you get someone open, usually. So when you're facing the cover 2 blitz, the shot seams is a pretty good one. If you're seeing the cover 2 blitz, you're going to snap it and just throw it straight to your tight end. The second version you can do is this will actually beat cover 3 completely. You're going to motion Edelman over. Then you're going to drag Hogan, and now you got a cover 3 killer. So you throw it to that. You throw it to Edelman. Tip drills don't work like that in real life, but you know. Yeah. So just if you see cover 3 or someone's running cover 3 on you, just show them why they shouldn't. Yeah. So it gets open. It's just I'm not seeing anything beat cover 2. Alright, so version 3 is motion halfback or wide receiver left, then streak them. So take this wide receiver and make it go, have him go left, streak him, or you can do it with the halfback too. So I'll do that next. I got this play from Robert Dink Vengus from Reddit. Seems to work okay. Alright, let's try it with Thad Lewis. Yeah, and I got sacked. Alright, so probably shouldn't use the halfback to do that, but that's what I got from that subscriber. We already went over bench. We already went over that. Oh, great. There's one more play. Saints spot. How could I forget one of the best ones? Saints spot right here. So I'm sure you've all seen this play already. One thing you can do is make a flood over there. Try and hit the flood, and if someone doesn't go after Edelman, you just throw that big C route that goes over the middle. It gets really good depth. I would throw that. Try and throw it like twice a game. Then when you do that, you get pretty decent yardage. You also get this Amendola little zig. It's pretty decent. So I have multiple versions on here, but let's see, zig out far left receiver. Alright, so I like to out him and motion slant far right receiver. Okay. Yep, that worked. Version 3, slant far right left receiver, streak far right receiver. Okay, and motion snap him so you get delay. And I couldn't get the throw off, but something was open. Alright, gun tray, open Saint. That's the next one we're gonna go over. Tray, open Saint, right there. Saint's halfback angle. The halfback angle route's pretty good. I drag the slot usually. That's mostly what you're gonna do out of this play. Just hit that angle route. There's a dig, which is a natural all cross. That's a pretty nice one. Let's see where we go. Empty tray open, tray open. There we are. Alright, Saints dig. This is an all cross, so just try and hit something open. One thing you could always do is smoke screen Gronk and try and hit something before you get sacked. Like I keep not being able to this whole time. It's actually quite frustrating. Alright, so Edelman or Amendola. Alright, I want to show you why you smoke screen, but I keep getting sacked and it's kind of frustrating. Alright, and it didn't even work that time, and I had time. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to bring down the defensive back to the left to allow your deep end to get wide open. And it's just not working. I assure you it works, it's just it won't for me. So just run it stock one more time and show you how good it can be. Alright, I'm getting a little frustrated now, computer. Can you let me work? Gosh. Alright, so, yeah. Just throw the open all cross. Your next play is going to be DB in. I think that's what it's called. Let's see where to go. Empty tray open Saint. It is DB inside. Yeah, there it is. Not much you can do. You can just block your halfback. In Hogan, you just got another all cross. Pretty simple. The red route will actually get pretty deep upfield, so that's something you should keep a look at. Obviously, I'm not being allowed to right now by the computer to show you how well these plays can work, but everyone knows how to run verts. This is probably the best gun one in this book to run verts. It's pretty simple. There's a stick and nod. Stick and nod's easy. Just hit the shake route on the tight end. If it gets open, if it doesn't, don't hit it. There's an angle. There's an angle route. Let's see. Where are you? Tray open. Where are you? Tray open. Keep passing it. Right, so there's this angle route right here. Smash angle. Very simple. Just drag that left wide receiver and then try and hit the angle route. Drag fork is the next one I'm gonna go through. Let's see, where is it at? Drag fork. So what we're gonna do with drag fork is it's just a cool route concept because you get a corner and a post over to the same side, and that's usually pretty effective. If I didn't have 5'10" short white receivers, might be catching those. But yeah, you know. So throw it. Yeah, pretty simple. And yeah, that concludes this book. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Follow the channel, subscribe to YouTube, join Madden University on Facebook, and have a good day. Yeah, that's it.